Hi Holland, welcome to SnapMath. Thank you for sending in your question tonight. So we're subtracting these two fractions. And to do that, what we need to do to subtract fractions is have a common denominator. And right now we can't do that. So what we need to do is we need to factor the bottom to see what we need to find the common denominator. So we're going to leave the top the same on this one because you can't factor the top. So that's a good rule of thumb. If you can factor, you want to factor, but this time we can't factor the top. So the bottom becomes m plus 2 times m plus 5. Those are the two numbers that multiply to 10 and add to 7. So now what we can see is that all this side needs is just m plus 2. So we're going to multiply the top and bottom by m plus 2 of this second fraction. All right? So we're going to leave the bottom the same. It becomes m plus 2 m plus 5. That's our denominator. And what we get on top is m squared minus m7 minus 6 minus, it's going to be 2 times m plus 2. So the top becomes minus 2m plus 4, and we're going to distribute this negative sign to both one of these numbers. And this still is the same. Minus 7m minus 6. So what we're subtracting now is subtracting 2m and 4 and 4. So what we get on the top, the bottom is still the same, plus 2, m plus 5. And then we're just going to subtract, so it's going to be m squared minus 9m plus, or I'm sorry, we're subtracting that, so it's minus 10. So now what we can do is actually factor the top, because we can now. The top actually factors. To factor it, it's going to be m minus 10 and m plus 1. But now that we factor it, we see that none of this is going to cancel out, so we can just leave it like this up top. And that would be our final answer. You can FOIL out each one of these if you want it in full expanded form, but personally I like just to keep it in this factored form. And that would be our answer. Let's just show you what it would be when you expand it out. It's going to be minus 9m minus 10 over m squared plus 7m plus 10. So that would be our final answer if you want to expand it out. Either or. I like them both. All right?